Damn! Damn! There is only a 40,000 fan, well, an 80,000 fan disparity between Raw and SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, folks, I would be pretty sore too about what transpired. That match was clearly won by Chris Benoit and Carlito, and the only way to excuse it away is through storyline. Like, SmackDown GM comes out, Carlito like spits an apple into SmackDown GM's face or something, and calls for a rematch. Lance Cade gets a quick roll up.
Alright.
Batista is crowned the new Intercontinental Champion. Match of the week ends up being... The match of the week has to go to the blank match. Lance Cade's contract is expiring. Kurt Angle was pulled out a victory and Randy Orton prevailed. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. I can, well, actually, after I save this, I will, restart the game. In the hopes of preventing an instance like that. Let me share my screen with you again. Fucking SmackDown GM colluding with Lance Cade for the
God damn it.
Why did you do that, J2? Why did you give Lance Cade... Did you not think you would be able to win there? You just wanted to punish Carlito, right?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, D'Angelo even wrote Carlito should spit in the SmackDown GM's face. That match was not cool. It didn't even want to be. See? The viewers know it. The story writes itself. Yeah. God damn it. No planned storyline survives contact with the ring. I mean, well, it helps create better contention, right, between Chris Benoit and Carlito. The fact that two men lost that. Or in Wisconsin, huh?
Stop trying to turn it around. It's just terrible.
Yeah, I'm just trying to write roleplay reasons, J2.
Just terrible. No, there's no roleplay reason. It's just terrible.
SmackDown got 2.5 stars. Main event ended up being 3.5. But the rest of SmackDown, not overly exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Raw, however, with 2 4-star matches. Edge... Wait, what? What? Edge did not win that! Okay, I'm gonna write roleplay reasons for me. Raw GM comes out, says Undertaker fucking instigated that shit. No! There is no winner! Edge is being carted off to the fucking hospital.
Oh, man.
I'm glad Lance Cade and Edge could collude together.
Too much.
Are all my other results the same? Yeah, okay. What the fuck? Glad I fucking took a look at the match results. Well, I mean, I wanted Edge to have some wins, although he's still not satisfactory enough in popularity. God damn it. Taker is now... He's been losing every week. Ah!
Raw GM confirmed to be the return of Ricky Guerrero.
He shouldn't be losing every week, damn it! He gotta win! A single tear rolls down my cheek. Alright, good thing I didn't fill out who won on my damn, on my spreadsheet. Ah, Christ in a hat. Air conditioner, help me, please. Fucking shit. Oh well. Shit happens. No plan survives contact with the video game. Alright. I'll book this thing first again. Well, this time, rather. After I type in who wins. Win Foley, Hardy. Win Kane, Mickey. Win Batista. Win Molina. Win Edge. Through Vicky Guerrero ruling. Siding with Edge. Win Flair, HHH, Finlay. Ha. Put an exclamation point there. Okay. So this first match here will be a 1v1 match featuring Finley versus Mark Henry. Mark Henry like tries to come out and talk some smack about Monday Night Raw despite him not really having any business to, and Finley comes out and immediately proceeds to throw down. Mark Henry wants to brag about being the world's strongest man, then Finley's gonna make him prove it. The opening match of Monday Night Raw. Then we sneak into a match where Rob Van Dam is not directly fighting, but it does involve managers on both sides as Snitsky takes on Triple H with Rob Van Dam and Ric Flair as the managers. First promo here ends up being a Divas Bikini contest, and this will be between the new champion and we'll say Mickie James. Afterwards, we have a tag team match that'll be with a manager, Show and Kane, who is certainly a bit tired, with Mickey as manager. After coming off fresh from that bikini contest, be facing Snitsky and Mark Henry. I didn't mean to make that for the Intercontinental Championship. Thank you, game. Match 4 will be a fatal 4-way, and I won't make this for the belt, although that could be exciting. It'll be between Lita, Melina, Trish, and Mickie James. Promo 2 is going to be a rivalry prop-up for Edge and... What rivalry did I lose? What rivalry did I not promote? Looks like I lost the Divas one.
The cheating girlfriend one?
Yeah, I lost the cheating girlfriend one. It looks like there was a resolution from that, probably because of the tag team match. It's fine. I will... we'll promote rivalry in place of a match, and we'll promote... That's funny, because the Battle of the Titans one didn't resolve, it just got better. It'll be this rivalry that we promote. The Taker-Edge match, because I don't want either of them wrestling this week. Match 5 will be a submission match between Lashley and Batista, two folks who are also known for their technical skills. And the main event will be a tag team champion match. This will be we'll make it a tornado tag one. This will be for the tag belts. This will be Mick Foley and Matt Hardy versus Finlay and... Kane hasn't recovered as much as I thought he would. I don't think I can do this. Let's not have this be for those belts. Let's have this be a triple threat match instead. Between Finlay, Mick Foley, and not Mark Henry, Matt Hardy. And pencil that down. Triple threat. Finlay v. Foley v. Hardy. Let's see here. Yeah, I could just recreate the rivalry between Lita, Trish Stratus, and Melina. Fuck it. Let's go ahead and... Do I want to confirm this card? I want to make sure that we promote that rivalry between Taker and Edge. He was definitely supposed... Oh, whatever. Can't harp on that anymore. Confirm that card. And although I am ready, I do want to do some rivalry bit there. Let's do some other sort of diva-y thing.
Diva-y thing?
Diva-y thing, yes. Diva jealousy. It'll last until vengeance between Trish, Lita, and Melina. Cool. I'm ready.
Okay, first off, can I see how much money I made from that merchandising?
Sure. Let me take a look here. Merchandising, 40 grand.
Ugh.
I know.
Alright, so not doing that ever again.
I think I'm going to try it again before my pay-per-view and see how much of a difference that makes.
Alright, back out. And, let's go to my schedule. Okay, promo one and promo 2 are going to be merchandising. Not merchandising, advertising, sorry. Alright, I'm going to do things a bit differently. Let me see here. Main event is going to be John Cena versus Kurt Angle, but in a submission match. And it's going to be for the
Reaver
title.
Axis's comment.
Okay. Merchandising works based on the type of merch your superstars have and on their popularity. It's pretty meh. Let's show. Okay. Match number 5. It's going to be Carlito versus Chris Benoit. And this is going to be for the United States title. And this is going to be single no manager. Match number 4. It's going to be single with manager. Rey Mysterio with Chavo Guerrero as manager. Against Randy Orton. Okay, match number 3 is going to be Shawn Michaels with Jillian Hall as manager against Umaga. Promo number 1 is going to be the advertising. Match number 2 is going to be a tag team match. We've got normal tag, JBL and Ken Kennedy versus Booker T and fucking why did you even do that? um Booker T and Roddy Piper. And no, I don't want it. No match in the first match. Instead, we're going to add in scroll down. We're going to make the match number 4, Randy Orton versus Rey Mysterio. We're going to switch that up into a fatal 4-way. And we're going to add in Kid Cash. With Chavo. Still Chavo too, though.
Okay. Where the fuck? Like, I guess she replaced him? There we go.
Yeah.
So, Lance Cade getting the week off then?
Yeah. Lance Cade is getting the week off.
Okay, Lance Cade gets the week off. Match of this that I want to see, well, that would be a great time to watch Carlito, but we did just fucking watch a Carlito match. Fatal 4-way. I think it'll have to be the... Oh god, watch another submission match? Maybe we can see Kurt Angle actually win one. Alright. You know what? I tell you what. I'm willing to go ahead and,
You're going to put this up to a vote?
I'll put this to democracy. I can't pick between these, so I'll have democracy decide. I'll give you folks 55 seconds.
As I knock my hand into my microphone.
2 is JBL and Ken Kennedy versus Booker T and Roddy Piper. 3 is Umaga versus Shawn Michaels with Jillian Hall. 4 is a fatal 4-way. Randy, Ray, Kid Cash, and Chavo. 5 is a United States Championship match. Chris Benoit versus Carlito, both coming off that confusing loss to Lance Cade after a SmackDown GM call for a rematch. Similarly, several days prior, the same GM's Dark Powers worked against Taker there. And John Cena versus Kurt Angle in a submission match for the premier belt of SmackDown. Alright, that calls it. 16 votes to 11. Fatal 4-way over main event. The others accumulating a few votes.
Okay.
More people did not want to watch John Cena. They wanted to watch John Cena. So, let's go ahead and simulate this. JBL and Ken Kennedy. Oh my god, Michael, we won! Shawn Michaels beating Umaga. Let's watch this and hope the results are properly saved. Well, Crimson Sunrise, you can't. Because Kid Cash is not on Raw. He's on SmackDown. I can't use someone who's on the opposite brand, Crimson. You might have had that chance, even though I wouldn't have given it to you, back when Kid Cash was on Raw. As a matter of fact, Kid Cash might have fought against the two, or some other jobber did.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy Orton.
We welcome you folks back to Friday Night SmackDown. I'm No Name alongside Johnny Jeremy, here with an exciting fatal four-way matchup.
Indeed, it looks like Rey Mysterio is called in backup from the Cruiserweight troops here, and now Randy Orton will be taking on 3 Cruiserweights here in this fatal four-way match. Now, he called a fatal four-way, but I don't know exactly how much collusion there's going to be between Rey Mysterio, Chavo Guerrero, and Kid Cash.
Well, I think Rey and Chavo are upstanding. I don't know that much about Kid Cash from what little we've seen of him. I think this will be a fair match, particularly given the differences between Rey and Chavo Guerrero.
You keep trying to bring up Rey and Chavo Guerrero's differences. You have a grudge against those two?
They have a grudge against each other, Johnny, similar to my grudge against you.
Why do you have a grudge against me?
Well, it seems like your arrival on the scene coincides with all of the creepy groin shots the WWE talent has been performing on each other. I think you're to blame somehow.
Yes, because I obviously tell these wrestlers how they should wrestle their matches, and obviously I should be the one that they listen to because I have all the experience in the ring. Dude, I haven't even stepped a foot in that ring yet.
I think you shared a few words with the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and he's been spreading his knowledge over both brands.
Rey Mysterio.
I said stop talking about both brands.
Rey Mysterio here, Cruiserweight Champion, having defeated Chavo Guerrero on a number of occasions for the right to hold the belt. Rey Mysterio being in a, well, very successful wrestler regardless of whether he's a tag team or singles. One could say he might be at a disadvantage here, but Rey Mysterio has a reputation for handling wrestlers larger than himself. That being said, Randy Orton did prevail against Rey last SmackDown. Out of character note, any match between No Name and Johnny Jeremy would result in my victory, because I'm the one with the controller.
Well, we obviously watch that match, not play that match, and that way it's, you know, there's an opportunity for the both of us, and if there were going to be a match, it would only be at WrestleMania.
It'd have to be at the kickoff show, though, right? Or maybe we could take the place of the Divas match.
And the opponent.
You know, something I just noticed, No Name. Kid Cash does not have a Titantron entrance.
99 pounds, Kid Cash.
Perhaps that's the reason he comes out to a chorus of boos. You think it got left behind on Raw?
I don't know there, No Name, but is he too cool for a Titantron? Because there's only one man who's cool in this brand, and that's Carlito.
Maybe Kid Cash only won the right to a contract from SmackDown for the year, not the right to have a Titantron. I don't know, Johnny.
And the opponent from El Paso, Texas, weighing 200 pounds, Chavo Guerrero.
This intro never gets old, unlike the wrestler coming out to it.
You saying Chavo Guerrero's old?
He's getting up there in years, Johnny. Soon he'll be long in the tooth like the Nature Boy himself.
Yeah, but is wrestling with age like a fine wine.
What the hell are you playing at, Johnny?
I'm just saying, this SmackDown brought to you by this fine wine you've got right here.
This fine wine, is that the name of the brand, Johnny?
It's German, didn't you know?
This fine wine is German.
Yeah, they want to pretend they're being cool by saying it's English, you know, that sort of thing.
What does it stand for?
This fine wine, TFW. It's vintage.
But it just came out recently, Johnny.
I know, but it says vintage on the bottle.
Then it's not vintage!
Don't tell me, tell the wine company that.
Does it have a year attached to it?
It has a month?
It has a... Alright, folks, it looks like they're ready to begin this fatal four-way match here. Rey Mysterio with the 619 on his clothing. Currently got Randy Orton over there, whereas Chavo Guerrero and Kid Cash fighting off in the corner. Fucking F. So, Johnny, who do you think has the advantage here in this fatal four-way?
I would say Randy Orton right now. We'll see if that still continues on. If Kid Cash and Rey Mysterio don't seem to want to join up on their attacks on Orton.
Kid Cash was holding Rey Mysterio there unlawfully in that submission move. The referee was doing a count to disqualification. One of the few times I've actually seen the referee do anything useful other than pinning. Rey Mysterio there with a takedown of Kid Cash. One of the problems I have with matches like these, Johnny, it's so hard to focus on all of the exciting action happening in the ring. Oh! Randy Orton punching the referee, and oh man, he is feeling it against these cheap chump cruiserweights. Chavo there with a wild drop kick. Rey Mysterio attempting to fight back against Kid Cash. Randy Orton with a European uppercut there. Rey Mysterio and Kid Cash with so many Irish whips against each other. And Chavo there focusing on Rey Mysterio with an Irish whip of his own. The SmackDown referee doesn't know where to stand, Johnny.
I wouldn't know where to stand either at this point. I mean, with three cruiserweights in the ring along with Randy Orton, who's not...
Oh, not anymore, Johnny. Chavo thrown over the top rope.
I thought I saw Randy Orton about to jump over the top rope after him.
Looked like he was eyeing it, but maybe he's going to save that for the cruiserweights instead, as Rey Mysterio goes out to join Chavo. Now it's just Randy Orton and Chavo isolated in the ring. Oh, that's where you don't want to be, Chavo. Well, Kid Cash coming in, possibly to assist? No. No, excuse me. I'm distracted here. That's Kid Cash fighting Randy Orton and Chavo. I can't even keep track of all of these cruiserweights. They have the same damn trunk designs, Johnny.
Yeah, but then you know, there are other ways to, you know, find out who they are.
What do you recommend, Johnny?
I'm not saying it on TV. Nope, not gonna do it. You can't make me.
The camera's not on us right now, Johnny.
The mics are on! You can't trick me like you did last time. I'm not getting fined again.
Press the cough button, Johnny.
I'll write it down on your notepad.
I have a notepad? Oh my god. Wait, why did I take all these notes? Oh! Okay, yeah. I can do that. So Randy Orton here has got Chavo. You can tell it's Chavo based upon his... The sweat dripping from his body. Kid Cash now coming over to fight Randy Orton here. Well,
Kid Cash not able to pick up Randy Orton at all.
No, indeed not. Randy Orton certainly has the weight advantage here for sure. Oh, drapes Kid Cash's neck over the middle rope. Oh.
Flipping kick by Rey Mysterio impacts on Orton.
Oh, Randy Orton here, dominant in this match. The three cruiserweights showing incredible signs of wear and tear. But as a fatal four-way match, this could be over easily if anyone is isolated enough for a pin or submission maneuver. Oh! Kid Cash decks Randy. Ray and Chavo fighting over there off to the side. Not anymore as RKO on Kid Cash. Ray.
I don't think there was an RKO there.
No?
It seems like he came from behind.
No, indeed, you are right. My mistake. I just can't see through all these damn cruiserweights, Johnny. Neither can Ray, apparently. What the hell is Rey Mysterio doing out there? Backbreaker from Kid Cash onto Ray.
Kid Cash seems to be a bit on fire recently.
Rey Mysterio fighting off the recent free agent acquisition who won that guaranteed contract after a steel cage escape match on Judgment Day. Oh, Chavo. Yeah, it's Chavo. Look, yeah. Had Ray in a submission move, but Randy leaned over and punched him.
All four men here a bit damaged by this brawl so far.
Indeed. I would have... Uh-oh! Oh! Hurricanrana pin, but doesn't even get a 1 count on Randy Orton. Incredible display from all these competitors in the ring thus far on Friday Night SmackDown. Knee breaker into Chavo pinning Ray, but Randy Orton's right there. Takedown. Oh! Ray decking Chavo Guerrero.
You know, that's one thing about these cruiserweights here. They certainly know how to make a flashy move look even better.
Yes, I don't understand how any of us are supposed to keep track of all this action in the ring, let alone the referee, and he's trained to do this, Johnny. Oh, a series of vicious kicks on Chavo Guerrero. Uh-oh. Ray set him up. Ray set him up. He's calling for it. 619 and Chavo's cut open. He's bleeding, Johnny.
There's too much blood on these shows recently.
Oh! Oh my God. Wait, was that on Kid Cash? Damn it! I forgot your note, Johnny.
Only a 2 count on Chavo Guerrero, even with the 619.
I can't keep track of these cruiserweights out here.
Look, it's easy. You got Rey Mysterio with the red and yellow. You've got Chavo Guerrero with the red and black. You've got Kid Cash here with the red, black, and gold. And you've got Randy Orton with trunks.
How is any of that easy? Why didn't you tell me to do that instead of judging them by their skin? Anyway, Randy Orton here struggling to mount an offense here, holding his sides. Fighting off any cruiserweight who challenges him. Oh, a dropkick on Randy Orton downs him. But he manages to get back to his feet and deliver a failed dropkick of his own. Chavo bleeding in the ring. Hopefully we can get some paramedics out of here. I'm surprised the referee hasn't called off the match for him yet. Submission hold? Will Rey Mysterio tap out? No, the others prevent it from happening.
Randy Orton knocked out of the ring here.
That is one way to thin down the number of competitors, especially since
I think I just saw Chavo Guerrero jump over the top rope.
Chavo went flying after Randy. This would be a prime opportunity for Kid Cash to get a pinfall here and a victory on Rey Mysterio. But he's too tired. Randy Orton comes crawling back in. And Kid Cash decks him. Rey Mysterio getting back up to his feet. Kid Cash picks him up. A punch. Oh no. Oh no. Rey Mysterio's calling for it again. No one's here to save Kid Cash. Oh, Kid Cash goes flying
another
across
619.
the ring. This could be it here, folks. Oh, last second save by Randy Orton prevents the victory. These 4 competitors giving it their all here on SmackDown event. I can't even believe this isn't a main event, even though I know the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line tonight.
Indeed, upcoming, we've got a submission match between John Cena and Kurt Angle. Rematch from last week.
Kid Cash once again attempting to pick up Randy Orton to no avail.
I don't know what Cash was thinking there, but it's not wise to let a Viper roam free.
Randy Orton being picked up by Chavo Guerrero. The strength.
Chavo, maybe have been doing some bulking up recently.
Indeed. Perhaps he realized that he could never defeat Rey Mysterio in his crooked. Cash has been broken open. Cash has been
Rey
broken
Mysterio
open.
likes making people bleed.
Certainly a statement to make, that's for sure. Rey Mysterio causing havoc and mayhem in the arena. Randy Orton going for the pin, though. But Rey Mysterio is around to break it up. No, Rey Mysterio going for a pin of his own, but can't even get a 1 count.
I'm sorry to laugh at that, but what sort of foolish decision did Rey Mysterio make in his mind to think that after he broke up Randy Orton's pin, he'd be able to make the pin easily?
Kid Cash strangles Randy Orton over the ropes. SmackDown GM going ballistic, but ultimately is powerless to do a damn thing about it.
The GM? I didn't know that Chimmel was the GM.
Damn it, we're gonna have to fire another intern. I'm getting tired of all this rubbish in my notes. Could you at least tell me which one of the cruiserweights is which?
It's okay. It's okay, No Name. It's okay.
To have to operate in these conditions. We
It's
might
okay,
as well
it's
be
okay.
back on the Isle of Samoa, Johnny.
It's okay. It's okay.
Chavo had Kid Cash in a submission hold there. Oh! Randy Orton lays Chavo out. This could be it while the others are distracted? No!
Chavo kicks out.
Chavo, the fortitude to kick out after Randy Orton laid him out on the ground.
Cash going for a wild dive there.
Actually picks Randy Orton up for a change and backbreaks him.
What a surprise! These cruiserweights are able to manipulate Randy Orton more easily than they have been in the past.
I imagine if all of them weren't strengthened by adrenaline and Randy Orton hadn't been weakened, Kid Cash here going for the pin. Can Randy Orton break it up? No!
Kid Cash gets the pinfall on Rey Mysterio
And wins this fatal 4-way. Well, Johnny, I don't think this is quite the help you said Rey Mysterio was looking for.
Kid Cash.
No, but it looks like Cash might be inserting himself into a potential future title opportunity for the Cruiserweight Championship against Rey Mysterio.
Look at this competitor, cut open though he might be, claiming his well-deserved victory, truly a worthwhile hire by the SmackDown GM.
Not easy to take down Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, and Chavo Guerrero, but Kid Cash certainly proving his worth.
No, Kid Cash. That incredible... What?
Wait, what?
It fucking changed us to Raw. Okay. 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 Apparently Melina won, guys. We're definitely having a conflict here where it's switching between the two brands at random whenever we watch matches. Okay? Well, we'll have to simulate that one whenever I can select it again. I can't right now. Which, That apparently me fucking restarting the game didn't fix it at all. This just must be a glitch whenever both players are the fucking GMs, and it's certainly throwing us for a curveball, that's for sure. Good job, Melina. I guess you're not picking that match. So, which match do you want to watch over here?
God damn it.
That's results might not fucking matter. We have Finlay versus Mark Henry, Snitsky with Rob Van Dam versus Triple H with Ric Flair, Snitsky and Mark Henry versus Big Show and Kane with Mickie James, Bobby Lashley versus Batista in a submission match, and a triple threat Finlay versus Mick Foley versus Matt Hardy. I have no fucking clue, D'Angela. If it really botches, then I'll just fucking like scrap it and I'll load.
You know what? I like Mark Henry. Let's go ahead and watch the Mark Henry match.
Which Mark Henry match do you want to watch? Finlay versus Mark Henry, or Snitsky and Mark Henry versus Big Show, Kane, and Mickie James?
First one.
Alright, let's go ahead and we'll just simulate the others. Snitsky with Rob Van Dam, defeating Triple H with Ric Flair. A surprise there for sure, and that could not have happened unless Triple H and Ric Flair weren't on the same page. Snitsky and Mark Henry defeating Big Show. Big Show definitely does not have a job with Monday Night Raw after this pay-per-view. Batista defeating Bobby Lashley. Mick Foley defeating Finlay and Matt Hardy. But before all of that happened, yeah, this all started whenever I set the AI onto Legend difficulty, guys.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Belfast, Ireland, weighing in at 235 pounds, Finlay.
We welcome you folks to another exciting edition of Monday Night Raw, 3 weeks out from Vengeance. Opening this here, Fit Finlay, who has been decrying the injustices and the grossness of the United States of America, has called out Mark Henry, and they'll be facing a singles match to kick off Monday Night Raw.
You know, the surprise here is that Mark Henry, when we talked about the fact that Finlay was not necessarily the biggest patriot in the world for America, Mark Henry did represent the United States in several different world championships as the leader of the American weightlifters, where he gained his repertoire, his name known as the world's strongest man.
From Silsbee, Texas, weighing in at 380 pounds, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
Indeed, as a former Olympic representative, the United States of America, there would be no one better to represent this great nation than the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. I think Finlay here has bitten off more than he could chew, Johnny.
Well, we know that Finlay likes to fight. We know that Mark Henry likes to bring pain. I guess the question is, which of these two superstars will be able to inflict more pain on the other individual?
Now, Finlay, of course, already involved in an ongoing feud with Mick Foley after that chair shot delivered to Foley, which cost him his #1 contender title shot against The Undertaker, Edge then taking that role. Finlay has been picking his fight with Foley as well as Matt Hardy, but he seems to be gunning for other individuals as well in the WWE locker room.
Certainly has. In fact, I think a bit later on in the show tonight, we're going to see Finlay and Mark Henry both in other events.
Yes, a triple threat match with Finlay as well as Mick Foley and Matt Hardy. Finlay may be really biting off more than he could chew, as he'll be competing twice tonight on Monday Night Raw. Whereas Mark Henry is really just fighting for a lengthened contract, I'm sure, here, lest he go back to free agency.
Do you think that the GM might decide to get rid of both superstars?
Finley, I think, has a future here with Raw, despite his recent comments towards the United States of America. Mark Henry, I'm not so sure. Let's see whether he can hold his own here and defend this great country. Finley and Mark Henry, both known for their technical aptitude in the wrestling ring, trading a series of grapples here.
Are they really? I didn't really think Mark Henry was a technical wrestler.
Comparatively, when you look at both of them, they're about equal.
Yeah, equally terrible.
Mark Henry had Finley in a submission hold there, working on Finley's head. Funny joke is, though, that Finley doesn't have much there, it already having been pulverized out on the streets of Ireland.
DDT takes down Mark Henry. It's not very easy to take down the big man.
Indeed not, followed by a flying knee drop. But Mark Henry right back up on his feet, displaying his incredible strength here, but doesn't hold Finley for very long.
One has to wonder what's going through the mind of Mark Henry right now, the recent acquisition for the Raw brand, and I guess he's fighting right now for an opportunity to extend his contract.
Series of chops and blows here. Mark Henry drives Finley's head into his knee. Mark Henry here. Oh! Eye poke from the Irishman.
No!
Oh! Finley with an incredible display of power.
How was he able to pick up the big man over his shoulder?
Not entirely sure. Ooh. Eye poke there, followed by a fist straight to Mark Henry's back. Uh-oh. Oh!
The world's strongest slam takes down Finley.
Opened up straight like that, but Finley with another cheap shot to Mark Henry's eyes. The referee, of course, does nothing, because of course he doesn't. Submission hold here by Mark Henry, rather. Can you think of the last time you've seen Mark Henry tap out, Johnny?
To be honest, no, I cannot. I recall him several times losing consciousness, but never actually tapping. I could obviously be mistaken, though.
It would be an incredible victory. Oh!
Finley!
Oh, Finley here. With a finisher of his own. Slams Mark Henry onto the ground. That could be it for Mark Henry if Finley would go for the pin.
That driver by Finley. Instead of going for the pin, he actually picks Henry up, which is a mistake on his part.
Finley? Well, Johnny, he loves to fight, and that certainly appears to be what he wants to do here.
Let's get some more Dr. Pepper for No Name here. He's already yawning on me.
I know, Johnny. It is the opening match for Raw. Oh! Another cheap
Or I can have
shot.
Finley, give you a nut shot, and then, I'm pretty sure you'll be awake after that.
There is no need for that, Johnny, I assure you. Quick takedown of Finley. Mark Henry now standing strong. But he better watch out, because most of the times he's gotten Finley down there on the mat, Finley has responded with a cheap shot.
Well, I think that's the only way Finley might be able to keep up with the strength of Mark Henry.
It's on display here again. Oh! Another submission move, easily lifting Finley up, but not for very long. Trading punches here. Mark Henry wrestling Finley into another grapple and
Another world's
slamming him.
strongest slam.
Now, is Finley too close to the ropes here for Mark Henry? Indeed, he's dragging him away before the pin. And Mark Henry defends the integrity of the United States of America, defeating Finley.
A nice showing by Henry here, and Finley looking the worse for wear.
Indeed, Finley biting off way more than he can chew.
Mark Henry.
And hell, he'll have to recover before his title match. Oh, not title match, but before his triple threat match later on tonight.
But for now, Mark Henry stands triumphant.
The crowd is eating it up here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, chat. I'll try just watching the matches first before any of these things get simulated, because the glitch definitely there did happen between obviously, like, we watched like the Edge Taker match, and then number 5 of the same brand ended up reversing the decision that ended up happening. And similarly, whenever we watched your number 4 match, it ended up fucking picking a winner for my number 4 match. So, we can try some other things. At least these other results remained. Except for, obviously, we, fucking Kid Cash. Will he manage to get the victory again? No! No! SmackDown GM says that fucking do it over, basically, again. And Chavo Guerrero wins.
God damn it.
The least fucking deserving. The least deserving. The least exciting of those. Carlito regains the United States Championship.
Swear to God, if John Cena... I'm done. I'm done.
Kurt Angle won in a submission match. John Cena clearly fell unconscious, J2. Like, if you're gonna put the champion against a specialist who is 5 points better than John Cena overall, and this is his specialty, you gotta expect a loss, right? We're not living in a crazy reality where John Cena is always going over. Hell, he's on SmackDown. Anyway.